Mika Salo, the crime of fraud. Tax fraud has led to the arrests of many sportsmen, not even F1 drivers. Mika Salo, a former F1 star, was arrested in a tax fraud case that blew up in the media, and the details of his crimes are horrifying. Let's find out exactly what happened. Mika Salo was born on November 30th, 1966, in the beautiful city of Helsinki, Finland. His journey into the world of racing started to take shape in 1989 when he competed in the British Formula 3 Championship with Alan Docking Racing. Back then, he raced with the Reynard Alfa Romeo package, which wasn't the best option that season. Despite this, Mika showed great promise and determination, so he stuck with the team into 1990. In 1990, Mika made a switch to a more competitive Ralt chassis. This change set the stage for an exciting season where he found himself battling against another talented Finnish driver, Mika Häkkinen. The rivalry between the two Mikas was intense and captivating to watch. By the end of the season, Mika had put up a valiant fight but ultimately finished second to Häkkinen in the Formula 3 Championship. That year wasn't without its challenges off the track either. In 1990, Mika was involved in a DUI incident in London. This unfortunate event was a tough moment in his career and personal life, but it didn't stop him from pursuing his dreams in racing. After racing in Japan for a few years and honing his skills, Mika got his big break in Formula 1 at the second-to-last race of the 1994 season in Japan. He was driving for the struggling Lotus team, a chance that must have felt like a dream come true despite the challenges. Mika continued with Lotus for the final race of the season in Australia. Unfortunately, Lotus folded after the season ended, leaving Mika to find a new team. In 1995, Mika joined Tyrrell, a team with a storied history in Formula 1. He stayed with Tyrrell for 3 years and managed to score points multiple times, showcasing his talent and determination. One of his most memorable achievements came during the rain-soaked 1997 Monaco Grand Prix. In this race, Mika finished 5th without needing to refuel, beating out the quicker Giancarlo Fisichella. It was a remarkable performance that highlighted his skill in difficult conditions. In 1998, Mika moved to Arrows, where he had a promising stint. However, he didn't secure a full-time racing seat for the 1999 season. Despite this setback, opportunity knocked when Bar driver Ricardo Zonta got injured. Mika stepped in to fill Zonta's seat for 3 races until he recovered. Although Bar's debut season was tough, Mika managed to achieve their top result of the year by finishing 7th at the San Marino Grand Prix. Mika's biggest break came later in 1999, when Ferrari star driver Michael Schumacher was injured in a crash during the British Grand Prix. In just his second race for Ferrari at the German Grand Prix, Mika led for part of the race and even had a chance to win. However, team orders required him to let Irvine pass, as Irvine was in the title race against Mika Häkkinen. In a classy move, Irvine gave his winner's trophy to Mika after the race to acknowledge his efforts. Mika continued to shine, securing 3rd place at Monza, finishing ahead of Irvine. These podium finishes were crucial in helping Ferrari clinch their first Constructors' Championship since 1983. Mika's contributions during this period were vital, and his time with Ferrari remains a highlight of his racing career. Mika Salo made a return to full-time racing in 2000 with the Sauber team. He had a solid season, finishing 11th in the championship standings. Despite this, he decided to leave Sauber at the end of the season to join the newly formed Toyota team. Mika aimed higher, hoping for podium finishes rather than just lower points. When Toyota made their debut in Formula 1 in 2002, Mika made history. In the very first race of the season, the Australian Grand Prix, he finished in 6th place, scoring 2 points. This was a remarkable achievement, as it marked the first time since J.J. Leto in 1993 that a driver had scored points for a brand new team right from the start. However, Mika's time with Toyota didn't last long. He retired from Formula 1 after the 2002 season following his dismissal from the team. Initially, this came as a surprise to many, but it was later revealed that there were reported tensions and criticisms from the team about his performance. Throughout his Formula 1 career, Mika managed to secure 2 podium finishes and accumulated a total of 33 championship points. Despite the ups and downs, he made a notable impact in the sport. After retiring from Formula 1, Mika didn't step away from racing entirely. Instead, he transitioned into sports car racing and explored other motorsport ventures. In 2003, he made his post-F1 debut at the 12 Hours of Sebring, driving an Audi R8. He was also set to race at the prestigious 24 Hours of Le Mans that year, but unfortunately, his car ran out of fuel early in the race. That same year, Mika competed in 4 kart races for PK Racing. He even managed to achieve a third-place finish in Miami, showcasing his versatility and skill across different types of racing. Mika's strong ties with Ferrari continued to play a significant role in his career. He became involved in the development of the Maserati MC12 GT Racer, a project that stemmed from Ferrari's involvement with Maserati. His debut in the FIA GT series came in 2004. He had a close call at the 24 Hours of Spa-Francorchamps, narrowly missing out on a victory in the Ferrari 575. Later that year, Mika joined Maserati for the final 4 races of the season. He proved his worth by securing 2 wins and a second-place finish. His performances in the FIA GT series were impressive, and he continued to demonstrate his talent and passion for racing beyond the world of Formula 1. In 2005, Salo's focus shifted to the ALMS GTS class with the Maserati MC12, though the car struggled competitively compared to its FIA GT performance. Returning full-time to racing in 2006, Mika joined AF Corse in the FIA GT, driving the Ferrari F430 and later competed with the Risicampzione in the ALMS. He triumphed in class at the 24 Hours of Spa and finished third in the FIA GT2 Drivers' Championship. The following year, he continued with Risicampzione in ALMS, winning the GT2 class at the 12 Hours of Sebring and securing the championship alongside Jamie Mello with 8 wins out of 12 races. Mika's achievements with Risicampzione earned him recognition on the 2007 All-American Racing Team. He continued in ALMS with Rizzi in 2008, winning the GT2 class at the 24 Hours of Le Mans despite not defending his previous year's titles. In 2009, Mika joined Rizzi Ferrari for endurance races like the 12 Hours of Sebring, 24 Hours of Le Mans, and Petit Le Mans, winning all 3 prestigious events. Feeling ready for new challenges, he tested NASCAR with Michael Waltrip Racing in 2009. From 2010 to 2012, Mika competed in Australia's Gold Coast 600 for V8 supercars, partnering with various teams including Walkinshaw Racing and Ford Performance Racing. He achieved podium finishes and race wins during these years. Speaking of the tax fraud case, Mika faced a significant tax fraud investigation that became widely discussed in Finland. The allegations focused on claims that Mika had failed to accurately report his earnings and financial holdings to the Finnish tax authorities. This legal matter arose during a period when there was increased scrutiny on how well-known individuals, including public figures like Mika, were adhering to tax regulations in the country. The authorities decided to take action after receiving allegations that Mika had not correctly reported his income and assets to the tax authorities. His arrest received significant attention because of his previous career as a Formula 1 driver and his public profile in Finland. People were interested in the case because it involved a well-known figure and raised questions about tax responsibilities. Tax fraud is never acceptable. Paying taxes is a responsibility for all citizens, regardless of their fame or status. Everyone must fulfill their tax obligations. Being famous does not exempt anyone from this duty. It's important for everyone to comply with tax laws to ensure fairness and support public services that benefit society as a whole. This situation demonstrates that no one is above the law. Despite Mika Salo's connections and high-profile career, he could not avoid facing consequences. It highlights that justice applies to everyone equally, regardless of their status or connections. This brings us to the end of the video. Make sure to subscribe if you already haven't, and do comment telling us who you want us to cover next. We will see you soon. Bye!